Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, Emile Smith Rowe, or Emile Rowe Smith, pardon me for getting it wrong. I see it referred to in a lot of different ways. But young Emile obviously got more minutes today. Starting his first game for Arsenal against Brentford in the Carabao Cup. That follows obviously getting minutes against Volscar, obviously being involved in pre-season, and he should be licking his lips at possibly featuring in Arsenal's Premier League campaign at some point. He seems to be the youngster on everybody's lips and the one that looks for the breakthrough at the club. Before we get into it, I do think for me it's a shame that regardless of if you think Joe Willock can make it here long term, I think it's considering how well he started off the season for the under-23s. I thought it was a shame not to have him on the bench in any capacity, and obviously it's a shame for Eddie Nketiah not to come on the pitch, but the match situations weren't set up as ideally to bring him on, even though when it was set up in nervy situations the last time against Norwich, he bagged a brace literally. So yeah, Emile Smith Rowe, yeah. I think his performance today was good. I felt it was an encouraging performance. I felt it was a very promising performance. It also showed how far he is to come, because for me, he's very good technically, but he's got that right blend of that healthy untidiness, if that makes sense. Like, you can see he's been coached very well and he's got all the Arsenal details, but he's got that right bit of maverick in him, or that you can tell he's been playing football in the cage and stuff. He's got that thing you can't really coach in it. That's good, and it works at under 23 level because he's got a lot of time. Reece Nelson's got it as well, and it can still work at senior level, but your first touch, the mood, and all of them things, your technique has to be there. And I did think he was lacking a bit technically, or it appeared he did. For me, he's got a great first touch, but first team level it's more mental than anything. He's got to sort himself out mentally to make sure every time, 9 times out of 10, his first touch is good, because at times it wasn't quite there. His technique was a bit lacking. Obviously, end product. He did 6th minute he could have scored. This defender, if I'm being harsh, the defender put him off well, but if I'm being harsh and you want to make that bracket, you've got to do better from that. He had about two. He did very well today for me, but he had about 2 definite chances where he could have got assists. I cannot remember the exact minute, but there was an opportunity where he was played the ball down the left and he overhit the cross. Unlucky, it was a counter. He overhit it, and there was one we countered very well, and he probably pull it behind everybody, and not that he meant to do it, but it probably was very underhit. It went behind everybody and they cleared it up. That was a regular theme. What I liked about him is obviously his work ethic. He never stopped working. His youthful exuberance, his engine, his dynamism. He covered a lot of ground. He wasn't running, and he was involved in the thick of it. And he had a good game today. He definitely held his own out there and doesn't look out of place at Arsenal. But just as pointers to get to the next level, I want to see that refined, because could you imagine if he gets these assists, if he scored his first goal? He's very promising, and this shows it's not even a criticism. This, like Reece Nelson, people quite rightly so hyped him up after playing quite well, but when you see him in the men's game, you see that he's not. A lot of these youngsters are not at the level yet. Like, it takes time. Emile knows that as well, probably more often than not. He's been told that, and yeah, man, it's a promising performance to build upon. He's still young, so we need to take our time with him. But he definitely repaid Una Emery's faith starting him, and he didn't look out of place. So yeah, man, it's down to him to just keep working and just keep waiting for his chance to happen, for it to happen for him. In regards to subs, if the game was set up a bit differently, ideally maybe Cole, considering he's fit enough to be on the bench, could have got some minutes, but there's not really anything to complain. His minutes will probably come over a week or so, and technically over a week, next Thursday against Carabao, however you pronounce it, in the Europa League, because I can't imagine he starts against Watford on the weekend considering his injury issues. Obviously, that all pens if, God forbid, something happens to Monreal. But yeah, man, I felt Emile did his thing out there, but there's definitely some improvements he can make. Guys, DG, thank you for watching.